Shalom. I'm going to start off this video giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learn his truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, service, scattered abroad, the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere and your children, shalom. And in today's video is going to be building off the current news that I'm pretty sure a lot of you brothers and you sisters are familiar with at this time, where you basically got this hurricane, you see, that is occurring in Jamaica, you see. And ultimately, we know that all of these things that are ultimately happening, they're ultimately being sent by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, because we are definitely living in a time of judgment, and the Lord is plaguing the earth, man. That's why you're going to continue to see things like this ultimately happen throughout the four corners of the earth. You see storms, you see earthquakes, all type of various different things that are occurring. And the Lord is the one that's bringing these things about, you see, because as it tells us right here, I'm going to grab this precept. This is Isaiah chapter 29. I'm going to start at verse 6, getting straight to the point in the KJV. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise," right? With storm and tempest. And that's exactly what this hurricane is. It's a tempestuous storm, you see, and the flame of devouring fire. So these are ultimately all of the things that the Lord sends, you see, because ultimately we know the Lord is the one controlling both good and evil. He's controlling the elements. He's allowing these events to take place. Right. And I'm going to go to a precept just touching on that through the Spirit. This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. It says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace," right? Good times, and create evil, bad times. I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, do all these things. So, you know, everything that we see ultimately occurring in the earth, the Lord is the one that's bringing it. And these plagues and these different things that are occurring are only going to get more intense, you see, as it tells us right here. This is 2nd Esdras 14-16. It says, "For yet greater evils," right, "than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." So each day that goes by is going to be worse than the day before. Things are only going to continue to, you know, get worse and worse throughout planet Earth, man. You see, verse 17, "For look how much the world shall be wicked through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein," right, which are talking about the people that dwell within the earth. The more you're going to see these bad things happening, you see. Because like I said, it all goes back to us being in the time of the Lord's judgment. The Lord is pouring out his fury upon the earth, man. So you're going to continue to have storms and all type of, you know, just things happening, man. You see, that are, you know, bad, you see. And that's why we tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians ultimately to seek the Lord, man. You see why you still can in this time, because things like this is only going to continue to happen, you know. So I'm going to get straight into the video so we can basically listen to what it is that they're ultimately saying, you see. And ultimately, you already got 7 people that are confirmed deleted, you see, of the storm that's, you know, happening. And the numbers are probably going to skyrocket, you know, because ultimately it hasn't even touched down and did as much damage that is ultimately going to do from what they're saying. You see, it's only going to continue to get worse over there in Jamaica. But, you know, hey, the Lord is the one that's bringing these things, you see. As it says right here, Amos 3:6, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall it be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it?" So like I said, everything that's happening that we see occurring in planet Earth, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is the one that's bringing it, you see. So I'm going to get straight into the video. But before I start it, I want to say fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes only, fair use.
With this monster hurricane slamming Jamaica at this hour, a Category 5 hurricane, winds up to 185 miles per hour. Authorities are calling this life-threatening. The images coming in at this hour, the strongest storm to ever make landfall on the island. Reports of damage coming in now. Residents and tourists riding out the storm, up to 40 inches of rain possible. Homes and structures destroyed, boats lifted out of the water, power lines crashing down. Videos circulating online tonight showing major damage to a hospital, metal and power lines blocking the exit, the road leading to the hospital unpassable tonight. Residents and tourists, many taking shelter. Reports that resorts there are now converting ballrooms and auditoriums to make room. Hurricane Melissa right now a Category 4, now on track to make its second landfall in Cuba in just hours, then the Bahamas. Ginger Z standing by with this new track, Ike Ajachi, leading us off from...
Right, and you hear what it is that the guy's saying. So ultimately, this storm ain't even stopping at just Jamaica. It's going to, you know, spread and affect various other different countries, man. And like I said, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is the one that's bringing these things, you see. He's ultimately allowing these events take place, you know, because as it tells us right here as well, I'm going to grab this precept. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 37 because ultimately this is the time that we're in, right, where the Lord is plaguing the earth, as I said earlier. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, right? And when something's slack, doesn't mean it's ultimately slowing down. But like I said, we're in a time where only greater evils are going to come upon planet Earth. That's why you're going to continue to see things only get worse all over the earth. You see, not just here in America, but all over the world, man. You see, verse 38, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. You see, and that's exactly the time and season that we're in, where Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing these sorrows all upon the world, man. You see? And we're only in the beginning of sorrows, as the scripture said, man. We haven't ultimately seen nothing compared to what the Lord is truly about to unleash here upon planet Earth in these times that we're in, you see. But yeah, man, you know, things are getting worse out here in the world, and the Lord is, you know, definitely moving and, you know, bringing things to light, you see. So with that being said, Lord's willing, I pray this video be edifying, just something quick through the spirit. Till the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.